Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing another trying new makeup video. You guys, I kind of talked about this in my last video, but I bought some things from Sephora the last day of the sale. Totally not planned, not intentional, but what can I say? I'm not sorry about it, to be honest. So I hope you enjoy this video. I don't have a full face of new makeup, but I have quite a few new things that I figured I would share with you. I have my bag here and we're just gonna try out some new things together. If you're new, my name is Blair. I do all kinds of beauty and makeup content here on YouTube every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I hope you'll subscribe and let's go ahead and get into the video. All right, you guys, today we're gonna try some more new makeup. This is kind of my last round of the Sephora sale. Very unintentional. Honestly, I really didn't plan on buying this stuff, but I went in looking for one thing in particular the last day of the sale that I knew that I wanted, which was the new Charlotte Tilbury highlighters, and they had those, but of course I came out with more than just the highlighters. Story of my life. So we're gonna use the stuff that I got. So this will be like a try-on haul, and I also have some stuff from Ulta that is new. I don't know if I'm gonna do that in a separate video or do it all in this video. I don't know, we'll see. But I got the bag here and let's get into it. So, okay, this is super random. I honestly have no reason as to why I bought this other than I have become kind of obsessed with Rare Beauty in the last like 2 months, and I really wanted to try their Always an Optimist Pore Diffusing Primer. I'm not huge on primers typically, but I'm also definitely, I don't know, I kind of want to have a primer that I know I really like and it makes a difference, it works with my foundation. I kind of want that primer, but I don't think I've ever found it. So we're gonna try this, and when I was reading the reviews, this one got really good reviews online. I've tried the illuminating one and I really like that one actually, but this one is supposed to be more of like a pore blurring primer, and see how we like it. Okay, so it's kind of like a gel consistency. I don't notice a smell. Ooh, it feels kind of tacky. Ooh, yeah, it kind of reminds me of the Milk gripping primer, the Hydro Grip. I mean, that's kind of what it feels like. All right, so here is the primer. I let it sit for like 1 or 2 minutes probably, and okay, it feels very, very good. I mean, it feels very, very smooth on my face, like extremely. And I was just looking up close in my little handheld mirror and I don't see any pilling, which is a good sign. I always get really nervous when I use new primers. I'm scared that they're going to mess up or not work with my skincare underneath, but so far nothing weird is happening and it feels really good, really smoothing, and I do feel like it made my T-zone area in particular look a little bit smoother, but we'll see once I put foundation on. I do not have a new corrector or anything to try, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that off camera, and then I'll come back and we are gonna try a new foundation. It's one you guys have been asking for, so comment down below if you know which one it is, but I'm gonna do my corrector and I'll be back. Actually, we're just gonna go right into foundation. I'll do corrector afterwards. I don't know why, I always feel like I need to do my corrector first, but I don't. So by popular request, we're gonna try the Makeup Forever HD Skin. Like I said, I had kind of gone back and forth about whether I was gonna buy this or not, but I had so many people asking me what I thought about this that I felt it was my duty to try it out for you. So we're gonna try it. I got the shade 1N14. So here is what the packaging looks like. I will say I love this packaging. It's not like anything super crazy, but I love the nude overall look of it. I really like that. So we're gonna try this. I got 1 in 14, as I said, and this is supposed to be a neutral undertone, but when I was looking at the neutral shades, to me, they all seem to run a little bit warm. I felt like if I went up one from this to the, I think it was the Y116 maybe, that one looked too yellow, so I don't know. We're gonna try it though. I'm really excited. I feel like everybody, literally everybody on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok has been talking about this, so we're gonna try it. I do really love the Reboot foundation from Makeup Forever, so I'm excited to try this. So that's what the color looks like. See, doesn't that look warm to you? And it's supposed to be a neutral shade, but it looks pretty warm. I'm gonna use the F80 today from Sigma, and it's freshly washed. A lot of my brushes are freshly washed. I washed them a few days ago, and I love the look of, or I love the feel of a fresh makeup brush. I don't know why. Yeah, so they say this is neutral. To me, this has definitely got a good bit of warmth to it. So I still have some left on the back of my hand, and I also just noticed on the box, I didn't really notice this when I was buying it, but it says Y245, so I'm wondering if this is supposed to be like their older Y245, and that's why it says that. I don't know. So that would be yellow undertone, and they say this is neutral, but it's like the previous Y. I don't know. So this is what it looks like. It's just one pretty light layer of it. I will say, definitely looks, I would say almost more matte to me, and I'm wondering if it's that Rare Beauty primer underneath, because I think this is supposed to be more of like a natural satin finish. Definitely not as much coverage as I was thinking it was gonna have. Let me get my handheld mirror. Okay, it looks really good over the Rare Beauty primer. I will say that. Looks very, very smooth. Interesting. Okay, so let's try adding like a little bit more and see what happens. So I'm gonna take a little bit more on the back of my hand. Okay, I definitely think it's buildable coverage because adding that bit definitely added some coverage, which is really nice. But it's definitely not like a heavy looking foundation at all. For some reason I was thinking this was going to be like, not like a full coverage, but pretty full coverage. I've also heard that this supposedly lasts on your skin like a very, very long time. So I'm gonna wear this all day today and kind of test it out. But okay, that's what it is looking like. So to me, this is like a true medium coverage. Can definitely still see my skin through it, but definitely looks more on the matte side. Not like a dry matte. It doesn't look dry at all. I think it's just because I'm not used to seeing my skin not super glowy, because I tend to go for a lot of glowy products, but this is sitting really nicely on my skin. Just a different look, a different finish, but I'm also betting that's probably because of that Rare Beauty primer, which means it's actually doing what it says it's supposed to do. I like this color though. I think this is gonna be good, especially for like warmer months. I think it'll be a good shade with my self tan. It's not like too deep, but it's a little bit deeper than maybe what I would wear in like the dead of winter. But I'm liking this so far. Very, not what I was expecting, but I like it. Okay, so I don't have a new corrector, like I said, so I'm gonna do that quickly off camera. And I don't have a new concealer either. So I'll probably just do those quickly and then we'll move on to some other new stuff. All right, so I did concealer and corrector, and I don't have a new bronzer from Sephora, and I decided just now I'm gonna wait and do my Ulta stuff in another video. So I do have a newer bronzer that I haven't used on YouTube. I've used it on Instagram, but just not in a video yet, and it's the Persona bronzer stick in the shade Dune, and I really liked this. That was my first impression of it. I liked it a lot. It is a really creamy formula. It's so pretty and easy to blend, and I think it comes in 3 shades. And they were actually so nice and reached out to me on Instagram and asked if I wanted to try some more of their products, which was so nice. So I'm going to actually take this Sephora 56 brush, the older looking one, and I'm just gonna get it directly onto the brush, and I'm just gonna apply it this way. I will say I've done it the other way too, where you like draw it on the face and then blend it, and you can definitely do that too because they're so creamy and blendable. They're not difficult to blend whatsoever. See how pretty it is though? It's just the prettiest warm bronze without being like orangey. So I'm just gonna tap this on. Honestly, this is really the way I prefer to apply cream bronzer instead of just swiping it on my skin. I just feel like it applies better. You can kind of control it a little bit better, and I don't know. I just always feel like I like how it looks better when I do it this way. And then you also don't have to feel that like panicky feeling where you're worried that something is gonna dry before you can blend it out. Do you know that feeling? If you dot something like all over your face, especially if it's like a new product and you haven't used it before, and then you go and you realize that you didn't blend quickly enough or it dries too fast, and you have to kind of panic and try to fix it. Anyway, if you do it this way, you can avoid all of that. But how pretty is that? It is the prettiest, just natural looking cream bronzer. I really like this a lot. I'm gonna take some on the sides of my nose. I'm gonna bring a little bit down my neck too. I really like this, you guys. So nice. Let's move on to blush, which is like my favorite thing in the whole world. And I got another Rare Beauty blush, you guys. I know I have Hope, which I love. I have Happy, which I love. And now I have Encourage. I think this is one of the newer colors, I want to say, that came out recently with Hope. And this one, they describe it as a neutral pink. So I'll show you what it looks like, but I just can't get enough of these. I just can't. And I was over in the Rare Beauty section and they only had one of this color, and I was like, you know, how pretty is that? Almost has like a purpley undertone to it, but like, how pretty is that? So I'm trying to decide if I want to mix this with highlight. I've kind of been doing that a lot lately. I've been mixing the Rare Beauty blushes with the Rare Beauty highlight. But like I said, I got the Charlotte Tilbury highlighter, so I think I'll just go in with the blush here. Okay, so I'm gonna do, instead of dotting this on, I'm gonna do the same thing I did with the bronzer. And I'm gonna take that same brush we used, and I'm just gonna tap this on. I don't know how you would ever use up one of these blushes either, because they're so pigmented. Honestly, like, I don't know how you would ever use one up. Also thought it would be good to use this dewier formula blush and a dewier highlight, since we have that primer underneath. It's keeping it a little more matte, but look at this color, you guys. I mean, so beautiful. So beautiful. I cannot get enough of these. I love them so much. I'm just kind of becoming obsessed with Rare Beauty. I said. All right, let's move on to highlight. This is what I originally went in to Sephora for, and of course came out with more than that. But these. So these are the new Pillow Talk highlighters. So this is the Beauty Light wand. I'm sure you've seen this all over. It's like the Pinkgasm blush, Peachgasm, the Spotlight wand. And this I've already used. Like I said, I used it for an Instagram video, but I will show you a swatch of it. So pretty. So it's definitely, it's like, I was gonna say a rose gold, but I almost feel like it's more of it's like a champagne with a rose tint to it, but it's not, I don't know that I would say it's rose gold. I am going to, one of you actually said this when I tried the Flower Beauty highlighter that's like this. You said to put it on the back of your hand instead of like going straight on to your face, so you don't get that weird like splotch that can happen sometimes. So I'm gonna take same brush again, and I'm gonna get some on there and just tap this on the tops of my cheekbones, kind of up the tail of my brow too. So this kind of reminds me of the Spotlight wand with how it looks. This one is just, obviously has more of a pink undertone, but it does kind of remind me of that. And I was gonna do the powder one on this side, but I think I'm just gonna do the cream on both sides, and then maybe we'll top it with a little bit of the powder. But yeah, this is definitely the way to go with these, I think, is tapping it on from a brush as opposed to trying to dot it on your face. I mean, you could definitely do that, but I feel like it definitely applies better this way. I mean, look at that glow. And that's all from the highlight, because the foundation and the primer are definitely more of a matte look. So this is all from that highlight. Now, I truly needed these, like I needed a hole in my head, but I love Charlotte Tilbury. I know a lot of people are like over the whole Pillow Talk thing, but I am not one of those people. If it says Pillow Talk, I'm gonna buy it. I just am. All right, we're gonna apply a little bit of the powder on my cheeks, even though we already have the highlight wand, but oh well. So this is the new Pillow Talk Multi Glow. And okay, let's just take a moment for the packaging. I mean, she killed it with the packaging on this. I mean, the whole thing, it just makes you want to buy it. It made me want to buy it, at least. So I'm just gonna mix. I'm gonna take my Anastasia brush and just honestly tap into all of them. I mean, obviously you don't have to use both, but I wanted to. Definitely not like something I absolutely needed and did not have in my collection, but for me, like I said, if it says Pillow Talk, I'm gonna buy it. I just am. And I think we may actually put this on my eyes too, because I don't really have any new eyeshadow or anything other than the Patrick Ta palette, which you've seen. So we may do this on the eyes, but I'm gonna go ahead and fill in my brows and then we'll move on. All right, so I filled in my brows and I put on a little bit of eyeshadow primer, and I'm thinking we are just gonna use the face products on the eyes today. I don't know, that's what I'm in the mood for. I do have a newer palette that I wanna use, but I'm gonna save it for another video. So I'm first gonna take the Persona bronzer, and I'm gonna get some directly on my brush. And I'm gonna apply this in the crease and even kind of fluff it down onto the lid. I'm going in really, really lightly with this because I don't want a whole lot of color, just a little. All right, and then I think I am gonna do what I was saying earlier, which is use this highlight on the eyes just because it's so pretty. It's so pretty. I feel like this would be perfect on the eyes as well. Before we go in with that, I'm gonna take a little bit of this light pinky shade from this is from Give, the Gwen Stefani brand, then Simple Kind of Life. And I'm gonna take this like light peachier color and I'm just gonna fluff that on the lid and then just kind of up a little bit. I've actually been using my little Give palette a lot in my everyday makeup drawer. And now I think I'm honestly just gonna take this same fluffy brush and I'm gonna kind of go in all over. Just kind of fluff that on my eye. Super pretty. Now I'm gonna take my finger and I'm gonna go into this golden portion right here with my finger. And that's what it looks like there. And I'm just gonna tap that shade right in the center of the lid. That is one thing I do like about this highlight is you can kind of use the different colors individually if you want, or you can mix them all together. I'm just taking a little bit of the Persona bronzer again, and I'm gonna put that on my lower lash line. And then, just because that's a cream, I'm gonna go into my Gwen Stefani palette again, and I'm gonna use this brown, and I'm just gonna go over that with this. All right, you guys, I think that's all I'm gonna do for the eyes. Like I said, I really wanna keep it very simple. So yeah, I don't have a new mascara, so I'll just do some mascara quickly, and then of course I do have some new lip products that we're gonna try. Okay, next is lips, and I got two different colors in the Sephora collection lip liners. So this is what they look like. I got the shade The Nudist, which is there. It's kind of, I don't even know, it's a very light, kind of a cool toned pink, almost a mauvey pink. And then I got, what is the second one? Dressed to the 90s, which is that one. It's a little dark, a lot darker. Okay, we're gonna go into Dress to the 90s. And I'm actually just gonna keep this kind of in the center of my lips, just to kind of define them just a little bit. I don't want anything too crazy. Now, this is what I'm most excited about, and this was totally an impulsive purchase, but I don't know why. Something about this, I just really wanted it when I saw it. It's the Kosas Weightless Lip Color in the shade Rosewater. Let's see, do I have any Kosas? I have one of their lip oils, but I've never tried like one of their lipsticks before. But this color just looks so pretty to me. That's it there. It's a little more of a cool toned pink. It honestly kind of reminded me of Happy from Rare Beauty, the blush color. I thought it was going to be really close to my natural lip color, so we will see. Ooh, it is. So this color is almost like the tone of my natural lip color, just a little bit deeper. Ooh, I like that a lot. And that's very different from a lot of lipsticks that I have. Most of what I have is very similar, very nude, peachy nude. This one's a little rosier, but I kind of like it. Ooh, yeah, I like that. Okay, I kind of want to put a gloss on top. Let me grab something. Let's do Patrick Ta Plumping Gloss in Superficial. And I'm just gonna put a little, like right in the center. Okay, I'm kind of liking this lip combo actually. It's a little more pink than what I normally go for, but I kind of like it. Kind of like it. Okay, and then one more thing I wanted to use. This was free. She just put this down in my bag. I didn't use points for it or anything, so I don't know. Maybe it's because I bought the Makeup Forever foundation, but this is the Makeup Setting Spray, the Mist and Fix from Makeup Forever. Let's test out the mister. Ooh, it's very fine mister. Ooh. Okay, definitely left some little dots on my face. I'm just gonna dot over or dab over my face with my sponge. All right, you guys, that is gonna be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. These are so much fun. I have no control when it comes to the Sephora sale. I just don't. I don't have any control, and I'm not mad about these purchases. Let me just say that. I'm looking up close and the foundation looks really good, you guys. It looks very good. I will say I'll be interested to try it again without the Rare Beauty primer underneath, because I have a feeling that definitely made it a little more matte looking than it would be if I did not use that, but it lays beautifully on top of that primer. Like, I don't know how much picks up on camera, to be honest, but I mean, it looks really, really beautiful. I have to keep trying it. Like I said, it's not on the level of NARS as of right now. NARS just blew me away right off the bat. This one I really like, but I'm not like blown away by it, but I have a feeling I need to keep using it. So I'm gonna do that, but it looks really good on my skin. It does. It doesn't look heavy at all. It looks very natural, and I'm kind of liking this. I kind of am excited about that primer too, just because, like I said, I don't have a primer that I've ever felt like really made a difference, or just not something that I would want to reach for over and over, but this one is kind of looking promising to me. The bronzer stick from Persona, I've used that not here on YouTube, but on Instagram already, and it is stunning. If you are around my skin tone and you want just a really easy cream bronzer and a stick, this is beautiful. I love that so much. And also the blush, of course. I mean, I knew I was gonna love that because I'm clearly obsessed with Rare Beauty blushes, but the color, so stunning. I really don't think you can go wrong with the blush colors from Rare Beauty, to be honest though. The highlighters, listen, do you need them? No, you don't. If you have a bunch of highlighters, you definitely don't need to go out and buy the Charlotte Tilbury ones. I am just a Charlotte Tilbury addict, and like I said, if she puts Pillow Talk on it, I'm gonna buy it. That's just who I am as a person, but I do think they look really good on the skin. If I had to pick the liquid or the powder, I would probably choose the liquid just because I love the look of a cream highlight or a liquid highlight, but at the same time, I do like that you could use the powder on the eyes as eyeshadow. I mean, you could use the liquid on the eyes too, but if I had to pick one, I'd probably go with the wand, but I'm not disappointed that I bought this. The Charlotte Tilbury lover and collector in me had to have this. The lip combo I'm really liking, especially that Kosas. The color on this, I don't know, something about the color of this brighter, almost like fruit punch kind of color. I don't know, maybe it's the color and that it really goes with my natural lip color. I don't know, but I really like this from Kosas. Another thing I wanted to point out is I did not powder my face. I had my Kosas powder sitting here, but I kind of wanted to show you what the foundation looks like just with that primer and no powder. So we have no powder on and it looks pretty good. I mean, I definitely have some glow like where we put the highlight, and I could maybe use a little bit of powder like right here, but it looks pretty good without powder to me. And I've heard that it lasts really long, so I'm excited to wear this throughout the day. And I will list everything else I used that I didn't show on my face below if you were curious. But thank you so much for watching. I will have another video coming with a few things I got from Ulta. I just kind of wanted to split them apart. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. If you are new, I hope you'll subscribe and follow me over on Instagram at simply.blair and TikTok simply.blair1. We'll see you next time. Remember, simply be you. Bye.
Sunday morning, waking up with you. We got no plans, we got nothing.